My name is Dr. Stephen Flashner. I'm a full-time surgeon in the Doylestown area. My wife is also a full-time worker. I am totally blessed that my parents, my father being 98 and my mom being 90, still are alive but are not able to take care of themselves very well. I looked around in the healthcare system in which I work. I'm very familiar with different healthcare agencies, nursing homes, and I found after careful research that the best home care agency for my mom and dad was Infinity Healthcare. My parents live in Northeast Philadelphia, and it's too far for me to get there on a regular basis in case of trouble, and really I needed someone who I could absolutely count on to be responsible, caring for my parents, and I was correct in my assumption that Infinity Healthcare would do that for me. So let me explain. My mom is bedridden, and she does not have toilet privileges. She can't care for herself. And if my dad was out of the house for any extended period of time, she could not take care of herself. This is a recipe for me being worried and just total disaster. In addition, my father is well enough to be alone in the house, but does not need to be in a nursing home. So my first intuition was to put my mom in a nursing facility so that my dad would have the ability to visit her and still take care of himself in his own house. This was okay, but you hear so much about nursing home neglect, you'd realize that all you need is one bad apple in a nursing home and she won't be taken care of. So also it was extremely expensive. I was shocked, whether it be the suburbs or Philadelphia, just how much money a nursing home can cost for just one person. So my father doesn't have unlimited money, and he was shocked at how much it would cost to take care of my mom. So I needed someone at some agency that could take care of my mom at a reasonable, good price that would also give her the care that I would give if I was present. Infinity was that service. And my mom was transferred to a nursing home after a stay in the hospital, and I was totally worried. But this worry turned into confidence when Infinity came by. Responsibility starts at the top, I believe, of any organization. And Gloria and Mark Hunter are the most responsible owners of any agency in the healthcare agencies that I've met anywhere that I've practiced medicine, whether it be in North Carolina, Philadelphia, or the suburbs. And you always worry as a son, is someone going to take good care of my mom and then my dad? The answer is yes with Infinity. There's always a chance that someone could not show up. There could be a bad car, there could be bad weather. Never happened with Miss Hunter and Mr. Hunter. I was shocked on a bad weather day when the car couldn't be made to come to the house. There was Miss Hunter at my mother's bedside. I did not have to worry. I was getting the value for my money, but also the responsibility for my mom. In addition, just like a nursing home, they have a care plan. My mom has a care plan so that once a week she gets bathed. She gets her nails done when she has to have them done. She eats 3 meals a day. She is bathed. And my mom, in 2 years of being bedridden at home, does not have a bed sore, a bed mark. She does not have the same diapers on every day. And I visit her as often as I possibly can, and so does my wife, who works in Northeast Philadelphia. And we are always amazed at the attentiveness and care and really love that the Hunter organization, Infinity Healthcare, provides to my elderly parents. This also started out, my mom's care started out as a 4 hours a day, 5-day a week kind of job. I was happy that as she got a little bit older and needed a little bit more care, and my father became more aged, that the Infinity Services had a large amount of packages for me. It wasn't just one size fits all. They had people who could come on weekends. They had people who could come at night. They had people who could stay for 24 hours given enough notice. And this flexibility really was very, very attractive to me, because the one thing I wanted was my mom and dad to be well cared for. And being a little bit selfish, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to worry too much at night. I have no worries as a loving son. My money is well spent, and a lot less money is well spent with Infinity Healthcare Services. To be particular about my mom, she does not get out of bed, she does not feed herself very well, she does not bathe, and she can be rambunctious at times. So it takes a little bit of a thick-skinned person who loves my mom to take care of such a situation. I am not sure that a nursing home, which is very well intentioned, can do that. All you need is one bad apple, one person having a bad day. Or really, they are for-profit organizations, nursing homes, and they are really understaffed to save money, especially at night. Well, my mom sometimes can get very rambunctious at night, And I was never comfortable that my mom was well taken care of, all of her needs to get out of bed, to get cleaned on a 24-hour basis. Infinity was there for my mom when she needed them and when I needed them. So far, so good. So I also found that my mom, as she's been now with Infinity for over 2 years, has done just great. My father, of course, has been aging during this time, and I went from 4 hours per day for my mom 5 days a week to now 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there was packages, financial incentives, all things that would help keep my mom in the privacy of her own home, especially with my dad, who really did not want to go to a nursing home, nor could he afford a full-time nursing home and maintain a house. They provided nutritious meals. They've cooked. I provided the food, but they were excellent in cooking, and really just the tender, loving care that you'd want for your loved ones. I never felt that the person was a paid, hired hand just to come in and help my mom. I always felt when they say, "Hi, Miss Anna, how are you this morning?" they really, really meant and genuinely loved my mom. They weren't just employees of a very good firm. And once again, that starts from the top, from the Hunter family. Gloria's been amazing. If I had a question, a comment, an addition, a new medication, Miss Hunter was always able to integrate it on a moment's notice into my mom's care. If I had a concern, the person taking care of my mom knew this. So I could always reach the top 24/7 with Miss Hunter, and during the day, I always felt comfortable that my mom was well taken care of. I also wanted to mention that as an elderly parents are, they do have health concerns. I always felt like, can they get to the doctor? Suppose something went wrong. There was a certain comfort about being in a nursing home because if my mom's blood pressure dropped, if she was sick, would anybody really recognize this who was not a trained nurse? Well, I was really happily amazed that my mom had an illness where she became febrile, she became septic with blood poisoning, and I swear before the nursing home would have noticed, Miss Hunter's staff noticed that my mom was not feeling well. They realized that she wasn't herself, they felt that she was warm, and they took the responsibility of calling me at work. And before I could even get to the house, they had her in an ambulance going to the hospital where she was diagnosed with blood poisoning. And I think to this day, the Hunter family and their workers probably saved my mom's life. But at least I felt that they did exactly the right thing. They looked, they saw that she was not right, and they took care of her as if it was their mother. Very important for me. So I was very happy with that. In addition, my father had a problem, and Miss Hunter's group was able to arrange for someone to stay with my mom on a moment's notice, really, so that my dad could take care of himself, and I did not have to go from my cushy job in the suburbs or my wife having to go there. And once again, every day, not having that worry, that burden of elderly family that's not looked in on. I wish to this day that I could be there every day for my mom and dad. It's just not possible. But I feel that I have a very capable, guiding, loving hands with the Infinity Healthcare people.